Hi there, my name is John Lemcool, and I'd like to welcome you to a special edition Plugin Guru video. Most of the videos that I do for my website are showing off either the patch libraries or the drum kit libraries that I make, or else they're showing off tutorials on how to get into computer-based software plugins for, audio unit plugins or VST plugins. This one's different. I'm going to be showing you an app for the iPad that I did the patches for. It's called Arctic Pro Synth, and it's an upgraded pro version of Arctic Keys. Arctic Keys came out a couple years ago, and the developer that created it, Peter Johnson, got it to Jordan Rudess, and Jordan played it, worked with it a little bit, and gave Peter some feedback, which part of that feedback was saying, you should upgrade the patches, get somebody to do some patches that really show off what you've got here. And I used to work years ago, check this picture out. Years ago, I worked with Jordan, and then we played at the NAMM show with Jack Hotop and Jordan and myself, and I was the drummer on the keys, and they did all the music, and so we've been friends for many, many years. And Jordan told Peter he should contact me to do the patches, and so he contacted me, and I said, well, I don't have an iPad, and he wire transferred money so I could go buy an iPad, and that's how I got the iPad that I'm working with. So I'm going to show you the first 32 patches of this. And in looking at the other iPad synthesizer apps that exist, there's a really big hole. There's a lot of really clean, sleek, digital type of stuff. There's not very many big, fat, warm, analog-y, just shake the wall, low end kind of things. It's very hard to do those. And this can do that. And so we really focus the voicing on bold, analog-y, buzzy, solid, usable patches. There's not a lot of fluff in here of patches that you don't know how to use. If you've sat and played with many synthesizer apps, there's a lot of patches that it's just, I have no idea how you'd use a lot of the patches that you will find. That's not the case here. I took patches that came from the Arctic Keys voicing and beefed them up, got their concept to be solid, made a whole lot of new patches for it. And so there's 100 and some patches inside of it. I don't even remember the number. I'm only showing you the first 32, but some of my favorite patches are in later banks. So it's gotten really good reviews. It just came out. So I am using an iRig MIDI keyboard controller connected to a Korg Oasis. The audio is coming from the 1/8" output through routers to RCA cables, which go over to my Universal Audio Apollo. Line 1 and 2 on the back, straight in. No effects. What you hear is what's inside of this. So when you plug in headphones, it's going to sound like this. So the first patch, Filthy Blue Monster, kind of sets the tone. And listen to that low end. It's basically a 2-oscillator subtractive analog synthesizer. There's a few tricks here and there. I asked for such things as like the mod wheel depth is savable, and you can save the mod wheel right here if you want. And there's a strength for the mod wheel, and here's your list of what parameters the mod wheel is going to do. There's a sequencer, which is a 4-part step sequencer. So I'm going to play one note. So you can go to the sliders. Fun to play with, very fun. If you want to change the timing, go to the sequencer page, set 16th notes. And if you do that, go over here to the glide and turn it down. And go to the effects and set the delay to be, hit the delay. There's lots of parameters per effect. You have distortion, chorus, phaser, vocoder, reverb, delay, EQ. The order can be changed. So I just go like that. Now the distortion's at the end. Delay, let's see here. I want to set this one. Quarter notes. Here. If I want to get it more evil, turn down the mix. This is going to get loud. So it's not about pretty, but it's like really cool sounds. A lot of music uses these sounds these days. So there you go. Fade away is a synced. If you look over here on the synth page, we've got sync turned on. And so this was actually the demo song at the very beginning that uses this sound. So there you go. Unison Supersaw. This is a really usable, straight ahead, boring synthesizer sound, and most iPad apps, you can't find this sound in them. I don't know why, but something that's... doesn't exist in most apps. Just boring, simple sound. But here it is. Tight and Punchy is a bass. Cello Ensemble. There are no cellos in here, but it's still nice. We're Not Pretty, but we're big and bold. This is the Jordan Wizard lead. Gotta make faces. Something like that. Softly played piano. Dark lights. Black and white film. Stuff like that. And of course, right next to that is a really big sound. Deep notch bass. Straight ahead, boring, big, bold bass sound. Try to find that in other apps. Dream Cycles. This is another one where the sequencer is being used. It's so fun to play with, and the touchpad is a perfect place for noodling and experimenting and making all sorts of fun stuff like that. Angry Robots. Or Heartbeat. This is cool. This is using the step sequencer to play 4 voices of chord. And you can... There's Star Wars moment. Oh. Can't name the song, but you can read it, right? Anyway, had to do it. Definitely shows you the abilities. Plucky Saws. Digibells. Oh, one thing I want to point out, the envelopes, there's 3 of them. There's an assignable, there's a filter, and there's an amp. Each one has a slope, so you can... You can get super tight envelopes. It's wonderful. Let's see. Wobble. But it doesn't wobble when the mod wheel's at its bottom position, so you can use it as a normal bass. Alright. Animated Dreamer. Here's a cool sequence. Again, you can play with it so easily. Caribbean Piano is just a cool... Play it that way. Go see Pad. Mr. Bass. Oh, in bass. Guitarish, kinda. Super. This is cool. Wood pluck. Growling. You heard that at the beginning demo song. That was the opening bass. Fun stuff in there. Leave the Cat Alone. This is one of the first patches I made when I was evaluating this, to even if I wanted to do this work, I made this sound. I was like, this is really cool. Broken 8-bit bass. One of the effects on the distortion is a sample rate reducer, so you can Dirty Pinata. And with that, so that should give you an idea of the kind of sounds that you'll find inside of Arctic ProSynth. And I'm John Lemcool. Please check out my website, pluginguru.com. If you work with computers and you work with Massive or FM8 or Omnisphere, if you need really cool kick butt drum sounds, I have a library called Mega Macho Drums. It just came out. There's all sorts of fun stuff on the website. There's video tutorials that can teach you how to make patches from scratch. It's kind of fun to go along, starting with nothing and you end up with sounds. And you'll learn about interfaces and what kind of things you can do with these amazing software-based synthesizers. All right, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy the app, and see you later.